Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. So today I'm bringing you guys my final mock draft for the 2020 NFL Draft. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. So let's get into it. This is going to be a 7-round mock draft. I will not be doing any trades. If you guys want me to, come to my live stream, or if enough of you guys want it, I'll do one. But let's go ahead and start. As you guys all know, best player available is who we're going to pick, Chase Young, who's going to help us. I'm not going to talk too much about him just because we all know what kind of player he is. Best player in this draft is going to cause havoc on the defensive end because our D-line's already good, and you add someone like Chase Young, and our defense is young too, so they're just going to get better. Montez Sweat, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, all those guys are still going to get better and cause a lot of problems. So with the 3rd-round pick, I'm looking for, and I might do another draft, mock draft, if Trent Williams gets traded before the draft, but if not, then this is going to be my final draft. But with that 3rd-round pick, I'm looking for, if there's a player that's supposed to go top like 50 and he's available there, then I might take him. But besides that, I'm going to be looking at a few different positions. Offensive tackle, wide receiver, and tight end. Those are the positions I'm going to be looking at the most. If any of these top tackles are left or wide receivers, I will be taking them. If not, then I'm going to be taking one of the best players available. So right here, with this 66th pick, I'm going to, like I said, tight end, wide receiver, offensive tackle. And right here, we got Michael Pittman, and some of you guys love him with me, same with as me. I love Michael Pittman. Think he's one of the best wide receivers in this draft besides the first 3 receivers that are going to be taken. I honestly think he's not going to be here when we draft, but he is so good that I think it's too good to pass up on. And the Redskins, I don't know if I said this already, but they're going to be using the BPA strategy, drafting the best player available. So I think right here, Michael Pittman's the best player available. And I really like that strategy because you don't want to reach for a player and draft someone just because you need his position when he really should have been drafted a little later. And yeah, I think they should use that strategy, but going into the 3rd round, I would hope they focus on the 4 positions that I said: offensive tackle, wide receiver, tight end, and then maybe cornerback, unless one of those crazy guys is available. So right here, tight end, this is a spot where Adam Troutman would be a good pick. On this site, he's ranked way too low, criminally low. He's probably going to be the 2nd or 1st tight end taken off the board. So he might be available here. Yeah, he's probably going to be available here. But right here, I'm going to take Michael Pittman. Great piece to add to our receiving core. And with that receiving core, I think we definitely have an above average receiving core, even just this year with Michael Pittman. And going into the future, I think it could be a lot better, especially with the development of Haskins, and then also obviously Terry McLaurin, Steven Sims, and Michael Pittman, and even throwing Kelvin Harmon there because Kelvin Harmon isn't going anywhere. So I think that it's going to be that receiving core is amazing. So right here, this is where we definitely want to either go tight end or offensive tackle. So right here, it's probably, if Adam Troutman was still here on the board, I would take him immediately. He's most likely not going to be here on the board. I don't think that's very realistic. Offensive tackle, 4th round, we're looking at maybe, if Alex Taylor is still on the board there, I really want to get him. He's probably going to be drafted in the 3rd round. Same with Ben Barch. I really like Ben Barch. If you guys didn't watch, go watch my 10 sleepers the Redskins should look for in the draft. This guy's probably going to get drafted in the 4th, 3rd round. I think he's also a great underrated player who probably can start in this league for many years. So I'm going to go ahead and take Ben Barch because he's a great offensive tackle. Probably going to be taken in the 3rd round. I don't know though, but really good player. Next round, definitely taking tight end. Whoever's available, whether it be Albert O or Adam Troutman, one of those two I would take. So Adam Troutman, I'm going to try to be as realistic as possible. I do not think he's going to be here with this pick. I do think Albert O is going to be here, so I will be picking him. If Adam Troutman was here in the draft, I would definitely take him. But if you listen to Jordan Reed's podcast, not the tight end Jordan Reed, but the scout, he said Adam Troutman's his 2nd best tight end, or is his 1st best tight end. So he doesn't think that he's going to be available when the Redskins pick. Even at he doesn't think he might be available at 66, so he's definitely not going to be available at 142. Alberto, though, he said might be. So I think Alberto is he's a raw talent. underperformed at Missouri, but I think in the right system can play good. So let's go ahead and take Albert O. So if you look at our draft so far, we've gotten one defensive player. The rest, the three others have been offensive players to help Haskins. A tackle that can probably start year one. And for many years to come. We got a tight end who's a developmental prospect, probably gonna back up, maybe start with Logan Thomas, and then you got a receiver that's probably gonna start right away. So right here, probably want to go defense. I like Devin Asiasi. If you guys, like I said, he's one of the sleepers in my video that I made. So cornerback could be a great one here, a great pick we could go for. Safety also. I think the pick right here, because I don't want to just solely go on offense. I think you want to go another cornerback. So the cornerbacks right here, these guys are probably they're a little underranked. So we could go Lavert Hill or Neville Clark. I think one of those two, both of them are very good, both pretty good sleepers. I think I'm going to take Lavert Hill just a little better, but overall our draft so far is very, very good. We got obviously Chase Young. Any draft with Chase Young is a minimum BB plus just because you got one of the best players. You got the best player in the draft who's probably going to be defensive player of the year, or not defensive rookie of the year. And then you got a receiver that can start and a tackle and tight end that might be able to start right away. So right here, this is where I want to go. Probably take one of these swings and go for a player that is really good, really underrated. And Gabriel Davis, this is a player that he is a big wide receiver, just what we need. And I really, if he is here with this 7th round pick, I would take him immediately. He's another one of these sleepers that I really think should be probably in the top 150. But if he's there in that 217th spot, I don't think he is. He will be. But if he is, I'm taking him immediately. I know I took Michael Pittman Jr. and Gabriel Davis. That's 2 receivers, but that guy is, like I said, BPA, best player available, and he's not going to be available there. And if he slips like that, then you got to take him immediately. So right now we're picking again. So right here, we go safety for Jordan Fuller. I want to go defense again because we already got 4 defensive offensive players. So Isaiah Coulter is a really good sleeper. I like him as a wide receiver. I think we have enough linebackers just because we got Cole Holcomb, we got Reuben Foster. Thomas Davis is probably going to start this year, in my opinion. So I think we're good on linebackers. We could go cornerback is another pick that we could go double dip on. Safety might be the pick right here just because guess someone that can compete with Sean Davis. And like I said before, we cut Monte Nicholson, so our safeties are now Landon Collins, obviously going to start. You got Sean Davis and Troy Apke, and maybe Jeremy Reeves. So having another guy that can compete and's from Ohio State, so has that chemistry with Chase Young and has the team chemistry with Haskins and Terry McLaurin and the tight end they signed before the free agency. So I think overall, get Jordan Fuller, another safety, kind of balanced out the offensive and defensive players. 3 defensive players, 4 offensive players. I really, really like that balance. I think that's overall a very good draft. If we got this draft, I would be let's go on someone said to go on a player by player kind of analysis, so I'll go through that real quick. And so not too much on Chase Young, kind of already said what I said about him. Gonna come start right away, be a game wrecker right away, and is the best player in this draft, no doubt in my opinion. And he's gonna cause other teams to, maybe even in his rookie year, to double team him. And when you do that, Montez Sweat, Deron Payne, one of those guys is gonna be open and be able to sack the quarterback easily. Then you got Michael Pittman, who one of the biggest sleeper wide receivers in this draft, for at least for the general public. A lot of the scouts are saying he's probably gonna go 2nd round, but if he's available with that 66 pick, you get him right away. Guy who's not too big, but not too small either, about 6 foot. He can break tackles, very fast and elusive. So Michael Pittman is a great pick. And then you got Ben Barch, who probably can start right away and can start for many years to come for our team. He can play either tackle spot. The reason why he might drop to us in the 4th round is because he played at a Division III school, so that's probably why. But I really think also Michael Pittman. I forgot to say Michael Pittman's dad played wide receiver or played running back in the NFL. So I think, or he played in the NFL for 13 years. So I think it would be a great pick. And then you got Albert O, tight end that is a developmental player, but probably can start right away. Oh, sorry, my bad on the Michael Pittman. I just looked up. I thought he was 6'2". He's 6'4" and 220 pounds. So he's a big guy, but he's also very fast. Kind of reminds me of Michael Thomas a bit. Then you got Gabriel Davis, who's another big receiver and who can probably make the team. If we draft 2 receivers, though, I really think that Cody Latimer is going to get cut, and Trey Quinn's probably going to get cut. Then you got Jordan Fuller. You got a nice safety to add to the team. So let me know what you guys think about this draft. I really love this draft. I think a possibility we could do is if there's not a player that we really, really love at that 66th overall pick, maybe trade back to the middle of the 3rd round, get a 3rd round and maybe a 4th round pick. So then we'll have a 3rd rounder and 3 fourths this year. So let me know what you guys think about this draft. Give me a grade down below. Also, follow me on Twitter and share me what your mock draft is, and I'll grade it there for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and like the video, and stay tuned for draft content. I'm going to be posting every pick we get and an analysis on the player and when we sign undrafted free agents. So turn on those notifications. Peace.